Hello, Salam. I hope you are all doing well. Today, let's talk about a very common topic. In these 14 years of working, that is, I've been working for 14 years, I talk about relationships, deal with problems in relationships, and of course, along with that, I try to help people who have marital or divorce related issues, give them advice, and offer solutions. In these 14 years, I have heard a lot about women from men, from their partners, that they are very much into this, that they do not respond, they do not cooperate as much, they are very dull. I remember that on my YouTube channel, many times people have made very strange and obnoxious comments, especially about women's sexuality, about women's behavior, comments of all sorts of bizarre kinds. Before I go into detail about why this happens, how we can overcome it, and especially what benefit there is for men in this, and at the same time, why women do this, before I go into the details, I want to tell you that the earrings I'm wearing and my necklace are from Sid's Fashion House only. This is the first jewelry house, Sid's Fashion House, where I find a lot of jewelry that matches my taste. It is really amazing. You won't find this kind of jewelry at ordinary places at all. You can search for them. They have a page on Facebook called Sid's Fashion House, and you can also find it in our description. If you mention our reference when buying jewelry from them, you might even get a discount. But let me tell you, you would be amazed to see the designs, the stuff, the quality of the jewelry, and then the prices are so effective, so reasonable that you'll truly enjoy it. You'll genuinely feel, wow, this is amazing. That feeling will definitely come straight from your heart. Really amazing. And they have jewelry with natural stones, natural woods, and many different types of jewelry that they are bringing, all at very reasonable prices. Definitely visit their page on Instagram and Facebook under the name Sid's Fashion House. Place your order and enjoy. And the fun, interesting thing is, what I think is the biggest concern for most people is whether there are delivery charges or not. So no, they deliver for free, and their packaging is also amazing. So go and visit Sid's Fashion House if you really want to enjoy. Now, we were talking about why women usually behave in such a way that they are not responsive, they don't feel like this sexual activity is for them, that it's only for their male partners, or they don't support them as much, or they don't participate as much in that activity. What is the reason for this? Basically, if I give you my honest feedback based on the last 14 years and the female clients who have come to me, or women who have come to me with their problems, usually medical issues, I would say that especially for men, it is the woman's lack of knowledge. In Pakistan, this is actually a blessing. Yes, I am repeating this, that for men, it is a blessing that their women have very limited information, very limited exposure, or very little knowledge. Because of this, the men here are safe. Why am I saying this? I will definitely talk about it, but before that, let me discuss why women actually behave this way. First of all, the men here are not particularly female friendly, especially when it comes to sexuality. That is, they don't bother about what their female partners want, what their wives like, what makes them feel good, what they focus on. And then one thing is that the women themselves don't focus on these things either. On the matter of what their partner likes, again, another thing is that most of the time, men here are only focused on their own self-satisfaction. They are not trained in a way that they think about satisfying their female partner as well, or making this activity pleasurable for her too. So this activity seems like it's only for men, and for women, there isn't really anything interesting or enjoyable about it. In other words, men focus more on their own pleasure. As compared to their partner, the third thing is that men often have doubts in this area, like whether their size is okay or not, whether their timing is right or not, or whether things are happening the way they should or not. A lot of such questions are running through their minds, which lead them towards poor performance, and they are always preoccupied with these things. Then their focus shifts from their partner's satisfaction to their own issues. The female body takes a little time to get prepared, but because men, instead of preparing due to their own physical system, try to do things quickly, by the time a man is done, the woman's body hasn't even started to get ready. And when her body isn't prepared, the activity becomes very painful for her because her body isn't responding to it. That's why people often say that she remains completely unresponsive. She doesn't respond at all. She never welcomes things, or she doesn't respond, or she doesn't become a part of it. Not because she doesn't want to, but because you are not taking her on board. You're not doing all those things that she likes. Instead, you're trying to do everything that only you want and that only you like. When your focus is only on yourself and not on your partner, then she can never enjoy it. In fact, for her, this sexual activity, this marital relationship, will become more of a source of discomfort as compared to being able to enjoy it, because for her it is painful. You started something but did not finish it. For a woman, her body enters such a cycle where she may have to face many internal problems, and she actually does. That is why she experiences a lot of pain, and abdominal pain is a very common complaint. This happens in women mainly because their cycle is not completed. If you talk about men, we often see that they don't pay attention to their personal hygiene. They come after smoking cigarettes, they work all day, so they have a smell, and then their pubic hair is visible. They don't focus on shaving or keeping their private parts clean and tidy. So all these things are very appealing to women. They want their man, their husband, to be clean and tidy. There should be more cleanliness and a bit more fragrance so that there's no bad smell. And if your partner's body isn't the way you like, for example, most women don't like a man who is overweight or fat. Compared to that, they prefer someone who is a bit lean, who exercises more, or who keeps himself fit. So let me tell you, that's the case. Then she can't get involved with you in that way. So many times we need to make an effort to prepare ourselves according to our partner's preferences. If your partner prefers that you shouldn't have a belly, that you should be clean and tidy, and wants you to focus on their preferences, then you definitely need to pay attention to these things in your relationship. For example, if your partner likes their partner to be lean, a bit physically active, and you see for yourself that if a man is very overweight but his female partner isn't as bulky or fat, then for her, bearing that can be a big issue. This can create aversion in her, making her not enjoy sexual activity, or she might not be as willing in the relationship, feel anxious about it, and keep refusing or avoiding it. And now it's very important that you really focus on what kind of partner your significant other wants and make those small changes within yourself that can improve and strengthen your relationship. Both men and women should work on making these adjustments. You shouldn't feel any reluctance or discomfort. Instead, you should do it happily and willingly. And the same goes for the female side as well. They too should focus on doing the things their partner wants and put more attention on what their partner needs. Their satisfaction should be very important to you. And then focusing doesn't just mean that you only pay attention to that one thing. You should try to make sure that they are involved, that they are with you, and do the things that activate them, that bring them comfort. You get pleasure from those things that you can focus on, or when you do these things, stop saying this. For example, if a woman is a Pakistani female, especially, she is very reserved, she doesn't respond at all. Stop saying things like she doesn't react at all or whatever else people usually say. Or as I am saying right now, focus on your partner's preferences and explore them. Talk to her, find out what she likes, what makes her feel good, what excites her, what things matter most to her. You can even ask her in your relationship so far, what has been the best time for her? Ask her when she felt that way with you so you get an idea of what kind of things she likes. I hope today's video will be helpful for you, whether it's improving your relationship with your partner or changing your own approach. I'll see you again with a new topic in a new video. Until then, goodbye.